Take care with those flames. This can't be happening. What in the world? By the gods! What's all the commotion? Hurry! Somebody do something! The smelter! The flour mill! The mill! Gods be praised. See? That wasn't so difficult, was it? Is that so? Well then, I'll have to charge you with disturbing the Jarl's peace. Have I made myself clear? You shouldn't leave weapons laying around. Someone could get hurt, and if I see you do it again, that someone will be you. But nobody wants that, right? Painful for you, annoying for me. So, you pay my fine, and you walk away. No? Do you care about rotting away for a month in a cell? See that it doesn't happen again. Dragon! By the gods! Everyone, inside, now! Good to see you. Come on in. Can I help you? Hello, friend. Make yourself at home. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? You lost? By the gods. I don't even know what to say. It can't be. You took its very soul. It's like the ancient legends. Dragonborn. Look out. Don't get too close. What manner of magic is this? Something's happening. In all my years, I've never seen such a thing. It may be dead now, but where did it come from? I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. It's really dead then? I'm just itching for a fight. Save it for the battlefield. Ah, no one will know I'm here now. Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself. I've got my eye on you. Good. Glad we straightened that out. Can't say I've heard of any laws against whatever that is you're doing, but I'll lock you up if I have to. I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous. If it's a fight you want, I'm ready this time. Yeah. Calselmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to protect his research. What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Well, at least this post is safe enough. Come on, let's get back to work. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the traps up there. And for what? Just to see another damn spider clanking around? I said move. Shaw's bones. What? What's in this? You're in charge here until I can sort this all out. Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth. Well, Sabion, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead? You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you'll remain in irons for the rest of your days. Now move. And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now, that's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branchet. We can do this one of 2 ways. You can walk up with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice. All right, Branchet, turn out your pockets. We know you have it. Last warning, stand back from the execution. Please step back. There's an execution in process. Lock the city gate. Positions. Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head. Guard, prepare the prisoner. Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. Today you will pay for that act. Do you have any final words? Stand back. Interrupting an execution is a serious crime. Yes, sir. Although I'm not sure you'll be happy to know. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. Generally posting information is need to know only. If you want to know that bad, then fine. That's the way it is. I'm afraid that kind of thing doesn't work on captains in the Imperial Army. Just leave. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Jarl's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though. Be looking for a fool if you ask me. It's bad luck to talk about that place. Make your excuses from the bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to come with me. We're finally going to arrest the butcher. You're coming with me. In you go. Yes, sir. We are wise to your scheming, you coward. You're under the arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall and Frigga Shattershield and all the rest. I hate to admit it, but you're probably right. So, what do you think about it all, then? That's absurd. Come on now. Well, come back when you have some more evidence. I think you're on the trail, though. Good observation. What else? Now that's interesting. Tell me more. Anything else? Please, tell me you have good news. Any luck finding the butcher? How goes the investigation? Looks like something one of those dark elves would wear. Ask Revan Sadri. He probably sold whatever it used to be. He usually knows what's going in and out of that place. Thankfully, that means I don't have to. Not very good quality, is it? Probably came from the Grey Quarter. Have a talk with Revan Sadri. Sorry, I don't know anything about those kinds of things. I don't know if I've ever seen any of those before. I've heard about them, though. Sorry, can't help you. I'd take it to Calixto. He's got a good eye for pieces like that. Doesn't mean anything to me. Got an unusual shine to it, though. Or you could head over to the family and see if they'll let you in. But I wouldn't want to do that myself. Bad luck over there. Well, since she's not using it anymore, Ulfric might just let you have it, if you have the money, and if he likes you. Oh, Frigga Shattershield's old place? Frankly, whoever keeps taking them down should get the medal. More of those things? Ugh. Viola Giordano's been putting them all around the city. Obviously. You should visit the Bloodworks to talk to Woundfirth. We need to figure out where the evidence went wrong. You said the city was safe now. How could this have happened? Indeed. I thought you captured the butcher. I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I'll release Woundfirth immediately. Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. The streets of Windhelm are now safe. Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof? Ask her about it if you want an earful. Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Her mother would have had the key, but that family is cursed, I tell you. I think her mother, Tova, has the key. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up. We are stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. If he's willing, then we'll talk. You'll need to talk to Yorleif, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. Look, there's a war going on, if you hadn't heard. We barely have enough soldiers to walk the streets, much less patrol every corner. It's like an animal got to her, but these are the wounds of a blade. Same as the others. Looks like she was stabbed and then cut apart. Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. All right then. Hold it there. Keep your distance. All aboard. You're the one who's coming to Japheth's Folly with us, right? You ready to go? Well, hurry it up. I gave them no such pleasure. I think they wanted to break me. Use me as a way to get to the rest of the Greymane family. They wanted a confession. To what didn't matter. They simply wanted me to admit to something. I'm not sure. At first they accused me of being a Stormcloak, a secret Talos worshipper. But why would you risk your life for me, a stranger? I cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. I suspect I'd never again see the light of day otherwise. We need to get to safety as soon as possible. Let's move. I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. We need to get to safety as soon as possible. Let's move. I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. Now, thanks to you, I needn't worry anymore. I wish I could believe that I'd have held out forever against their torture, but I can't be so sure. Gods, I've lost count of the days. It feels like an age has passed. I've never known Avelstein to be that convincing. Where is the little scamp? He must have been very convincing. What is my freedom worth if the price is my brother's life? Avelstein, you stupid boy. I don't dare go back in now. I'll just have to hope that in the confusion he can slip out. So he might still be in there. They'll go looking for me. and Whiterun will be the first place they search. A wise decision, but I fear he may not be safe there anymore. Of course, I should have known. This was all Avelstein's idea, wasn't it? Where is he? Of course, I should have known. Avelstein was behind this, wasn't he? Though I shall mourn my brother, I thank you, friend. You've given me my life back. Tell her to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll understand. I don't dare return to Whiterun, but my mother, she'll need some consolation. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. I cannot stay. Not here. Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Avelstein either. I owe you my life, friend. What in the world? Brother, is that you? I must be on my way now. Keep going. We need to get farther away from here. Let's go, let's go. Please, get word to my mother. Let's get out of here. Fast as we can. You there. What are you doing? I can't believe you came for me. Sorry, my ears aren't so good. You say something? Right. Oh, look at that. I seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find them. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually. Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came. I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost. Takes coin to pay a fine. And you don't have enough. Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it. They've been told to stay out of the city, but keep trying to get back in. Bunch of foreign troublemakers wandering around, getting into mischief, scaring the citizens. With pleasure. It's appreciated. The captains around here will have one less thing to worry about. Here's your reward. We're stretched thin in Solitude, and I don't expect these bandits to be much challenge. Are you ready? I'm Captain Aldis. I'm here to help you take down these bandits. You are the one Mazaka described to me. Please don't interrupt the court. I can see to that. We'll need plenty of fresh corpses to rebuild her army, you see. You've come far, mortal. No doubt you seek to enter Potema's sanctum. None can stand against the Wolf Queen. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. By killing Madanak, you freed Markarth from his hidden tyranny. On behalf of the city, I thank you. Madanak has been found to be the true murderer of Markarth. On behalf of the city, I apologize for your wrongful imprisonment. Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no forsworn here.
You're finding it? That's bad enough. We'll see. Funny. You've been warned. You've been warned, outsider. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work. We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you're coming with us. It's a life sentence in Sidna Mine for you. You have a problem with that? Take it up with Madanak. I'm sure the King in Rags and his Forsworn would love to meet you. We have nice arrangement in this city, and we're not letting you get in the way. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the King in Rags when you're in Sidna Mine. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak, until you and Elter started snooping around. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the King in Rags, while you're serving a life sentence in Sidna Mine. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak until you showed up. You'll never leave Markarth. No one. You'll never see the sun again. You hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine. They're only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. That's right. It isn't. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. We'll handle things from here. Move along. Oh, damn. Another body to get rid of. Listen well, friend, and lighten your mood while words I'll spin of warriors bold, whose deeds of valor brought undying fame. I crave a tale of tall ships and fearless heroes, for heart's ease. Come, let us share a cup of mead, and trade tales of our time on Mundus, reliving the glory of our remembered deeds. A cup I'll gladly raise in company with you. None have yet bested me in boasting or drinking. My blade is restless, unblooded too long. Meat and mead must ever make way for the clash of steel, the song of battle. Shaw's favor found me today. Let's lift a mug of mead together, our wounds to salve and weariness cure. With mead and fellowship, let's mend our wounds. Hail, comrade! Shall we by clash of steel ease the gloom of the encompassing mist? Aye, let us forget our sorrow in the fury of battle. Well fought, friend. Your fury is unmatched. By a bold stroke, you bested me, friend. Shall Alduin remain so long unchallenged? I long to fight that foul worm. It is by Shaw's command that we curb our wrath. So, let's feast and sing till our fate calls us. Let us not spurn our Lord's bounty. This hall is his gift, for glory well earned. Ease your heart, our honor is unstained. It's by Shaw's command we curb our onslaught. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim. But three await your word, to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. By Shaw's command we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the vale's dark mist. Oh, I long to fight that foul worm, but by Shaw's command we curb our wrath. Why does Shaw forbid us to face Alduin? I fear no worm, world-eater though he be. Dragonborn, have you come to cleanse Sovngarde at long last of Alduin's foul mist? Hail, Dragonborn! That honor is also mine. To our shared birthright you'll bring new glory. Do not fail Kodlak. He's earned his place here, and does not deserve to fall prey to Alduin's insatiable hunger. Fate drives you, but you follow your own path. Choose wisely, lest you wander into evil. But if you stray from wisdom, then to Sovngarde you will not return. My disciples still follow the difficult path. The way of the voice is neither wide nor easy. Take your ease, let troubles fade. A cup, Dragonborn, to death and glory. No gloom can hold my heart for long in Shaw's blessed hall, where no shadows lie. Shaw's high seat stands empty. His mien is too bright for mortal eyes. Shaw's power protects this hall, but beyond is fear, brought by Alduin. By Shaw's command we curb our wrath. So, we feast and sing till the final doom. The three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. Welcome, Dragonborn. Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. Seek ye food or song unending? Fighting, drinking, fellowship and boasting? Find welcome here, and warm your soul. Far you've travelled, your trials long, to taste Sovngarde's sweet delights. Sadly, he's now lost in the soul-snaring mist. Defeat Alduin, and his doom avert. I hope to greet him in this hall as a friend. You freed Svarknir. Ha! A fool of a poet, but an honest enemy who has earned my respect. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there? Hey, when you make up your mind, just let me know. I'll be here. Your funeral. Someone else is going to have to help you get him back in there again. I admit I doubted you, but no more. You've made a dragon submit to your will, a feat to rival the legendary Olaf One-Eye. What glory! This seems like a really bad idea to me. Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan. May Kenrith guard you while you pass through her realm. Farengar, enough, fool! So my brother really did it. Whiterun will be the toast of Skyrim for this. Get ready to open the trap. If you can arrange an end to the fighting, Dragon's Reach is at your disposal. We should get started. Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap. I admit, I really didn't expect you'd be able to arrange a truce. Getting Ulfric to agree to anything at all is quite an achievement. This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn. And General Tullius. Riften is ours. Diplomatic as usual. Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it. Diplomatic, as usual. This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men will be ready when you are, Dragonborn. You have a truce to arrange first, eh? We'll be ready, don't worry. You do have a plan for actually luring a dragon into this trap, don't you? Now, what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. So what's the plan then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap? Then, Whiterun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be in victory or defeat. Probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. Oh, well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business. Now that it's upon us, I'm rather looking forward to the challenge. I'll be famouser than Olaf One-Eye. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Do you think the Stormcloaks will sit idle while this dragon is slaughtering my men and burning down my city? I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. No, I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of an enemy attack. I'm sorry. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. But getting both sides to agree to a truce would be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. There must be another way. The risk is too great, but I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Of course. You already saved Whiterun from the dragon. I owe you a great deal. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. How can we fight Alduin? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? Alduin? The World Eater himself? But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end of times? I didn't say anything about giving up. I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeards summon you. That's good enough for me. No Nord could have said it better. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Spoken like a true Nord. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Antor and brought it back to Whiterun, according to legend. Although I never thought to put the tale to the test. I don't know how you talked the Jarl into this. You better know what you're doing. This was your crazy idea, huh? My men are ready. Now it's up to you. Do whatever you're going to do before it kills us all. Lure it into the trap. I'm counting on you. Let's get this over with. Let's do this. Summon this dragon of yours. Come. My men stand ready on the great porch. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah? We are ready when you are. We are ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. What are you waiting for? Let's get this over with. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. I think it's holding. Got him. Shaw's bones. Here he comes. Now, quickly. Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down. You'd better know what you're doing. Hear that? That's it. Now, wait until he's well inside. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep? What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. I can't believe I'm still alive. Something to tell the grandkids, eh? I can't believe that worked. No one can doubt that you truly are Dragonborn. You'll be the toast of Whiterun for this. I'm still amazed that your plan worked. Get back, get back! We need to trap it, not kill it. Take cover. Why would I agree to let a dragon into the heart of my city, after working so hard to keep them out? What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. Keep under cover until it's down. We need to bring it down. We've almost got it. That's it. Steady now. Hold your fire until he's close. We've got to bring it down. We may not be trying to kill him, but he sure seems to be trying to kill us. Why are we doing this again? Damn dragon. Dragonborn, do whatever you're going to do. I've got a bad feeling about this. The Jarl's down. Housecarl, no. I'm doing as you asked. This is for some good purpose, yes? I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable. Elenwen puts a great deal of effort into these parties, and it shows. Well enough, I suppose. I admit, I've never felt entirely at ease in the Thalmor embassy. I came here hoping to learn that more Imperial reinforcements were on their way to Skyrim, but so far I've been disappointed. Take advantage of the fine food and drink. Such things have been scarce since the war began. A Jarl has many duties. Attending parties isn't the most important one, but neither is it unpleasant. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war. I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. For now, perhaps. But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshalling their strength. Good speaking with you. I don't want to get involved in anything beneath my dignity as Jarl. Thank you. I knew you'd understand. Say on, friend. What do you need? Sorry, but you'll have to find someone else to help you with your prank. You take it back, then? You retract your statement? Well, it's all for a good cause, old chap. Ulfric Stormcloak? The rightful High King? That's bordering on treason, man. Stand up. Stand up, I say. I apologize for the disruption to such a festive occasion. Tell your men to stand down. I don't need any help dealing with this kind of fool. He isn't worth the trouble. Very well. I suppose there's nothing wrong with a bit of harmless fun. I'll wager it was Ulfric himself that started the rumor. Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment. Well, I did hear that Ulfric Stormcloak was slain while defending Windhelm against the dragon. But it sounds too good to be true. That was delicious. I hope they'll serve the roast venison with bitter green sauce that we had at the last party. They're probably trying to scare us into giving them more money and influence, so they can save us from the dragon's threat. They seem to think it's at least a dozen, but I'm sure they're exaggerating. I heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. You've got to admire their courage, doing something like that with dragons on the loose and a war going on. There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim, peddling their wares. Well, I did see something interesting not long ago. It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold, and for this long. With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous of late. The Grey Quarter in Wilhelm is little better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way. I look forward to the day when this rebellion is put down, and we can once again have peace. This war has taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon for their sake. After all, Eorlund works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that? It's not really a fair comparison if you ask me. I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Eorlund Greymane. Fralia Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons. Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Of course, she would never admit such a thing. Captain Safia is far too proud a woman for that. Some say the ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg, and Captain Safia can't afford the repairs. Apparently, the Red Wave has been docked in Solitude for well over a month, and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Now that I think on it, I did hear something rather interesting the other day. Is it good fortune? The blessings of the Divines? Who knows? Even when every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by, the harvest at Rorikstead is always bountiful. Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter. They're only allowed on the city docks now. Most of them sleep together in one building, and they're poor as wretches. Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm. These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This war won't last much longer. I heard Elenwen say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later. I can hardly wait. I know just what you mean. Heard anything interesting lately? Any news or gossip? I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard? I couldn't agree more. By the way, have you heard any interesting rumors lately? I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately? You speak truly. Have you heard any interesting rumors of late? Yes, I agree with you. Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim? I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem. We've had the same troubles. Have you found it difficult to get provisions lately? I can scarcely feed the staff in my palace. I suppose so, yes. I have no complaints. As much as can be expected, yes. I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem. Between the dragons and the Stormcloaks, my coffers are running dry. Are the dragons frightening your people as much as they're frightening mine? We've got our hands full dealing with the Stormcloaks. What about you? These are troubling times indeed. We must keep faith in ourselves and the divines. With any luck, a worthy hero will step forward and solve our problems, just like in the tales of old. If you really are Dragonborn, then Skyrim needs you. Go to High Hrothgar and talk to the Greybeards. I'm proud to be your battle brother, Dragonborn. Whiterun doesn't need to fear with you on our side. You sure took care of that dragon. Dragonborn or not, that's good enough for me. I'm glad you're on our side. We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we? Come on, I want a better look at that thing. Is it really dead? You saved Whiterun today. We won't forget. Dragonborn. It's an honor. I can't believe we actually killed a dragon. Hold on, I want to hear what Irileth's saying. Get under cover. The dragon, it's still around somewhere. We'd better keep moving. We'd better find out what's happened. Shore's bones. Did it kill them all? This doesn't look good. I hope the tower holds out until we get there. My cousin's stationed out at the watchtower. I hope he's all right. That dragon should have stuck with killing Imperials. Now he's going to learn how real Nords fight. I'm glad you're coming with us. They say Talos favors you. We'd better keep moving. Who knows what the dragon is doing? I hear you faced the dragon at Helgen and lived to tell about it. That ain't nothing. I'm looking forward to testing myself against this dragon. You really think we can kill a dragon? With Irileth, you either come back covered with glory or not at all. I doubt any of us are coming back from this mission. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora. That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? Damn right. Yeah. But Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon? Yeah. Nord nonsense. Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire. You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Nord. I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. Take him down. It's our best chance. Now you're going to pay. You must be Dragonborn. Is it dead? Stay under cover. We don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance. Does anyone see him? I can't get a bead on him. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tibeseptim himself. They say the Dragonborn can shout without any training. Like Talos himself. Have you tried to shout? Go ahead. Try to shout. If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried? That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then. What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business? Talos, save us. It's a dragon. Kinnereth, save us. Here he comes again. No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. I don't know. Yeah. We are so dead. A dragon? Yeah. What? Now we're in for it. Shut up. No, Housecarl. No. We're with you. I never heard of Tibeseptim killing any dragons. Is it really dead? Dragonborn? What are you talking about? We killed it. I can't believe it. Oh, I thought we were all dead for sure. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one. That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Look at that. There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. What's happening? Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it? Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting. Stormcloaks, get them! Damn rebels. You won't take us alive. They're masters of the way of the voice. If you really are Dragonborn, they're the ones who can teach you how to use your power. They live in seclusion on the slopes of the Throat of the World, the great mountain of Skyrim. There hasn't been a Dragonborn seen in the land for centuries. Not since Talos himself walked the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. It means you can kill dragons and steal their power. Even speak with a dragon's voice, they say. Good. One less worry for my people. Well, is it taken care of? Ah, so they finally sent someone to deal with that lunatic. Well, that's good to know. I suggest you tell your people at the college to keep a tighter leash on their mages. There is an empty home in the city, but there was some unpleasantness recently. I'm afraid it's not available just yet. Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to purchase the house. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. The house I mentioned earlier is still available if you want to buy it. Splendid. There's a house available right now. You've already purchased every available improvement. I'm afraid I have nothing else to offer you. Now, what would you like to purchase? And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have enough gold to pay for that. As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Just let me know when you have the necessary funds. For me? From whom? Well now, that is something. Hand it over, please. Well, I'll take it under advisement. Thank you. Now what he's asking, it's just impossible. Even if it worked, the questions and accusations it would cause. The last time we discussed this issue was before this damnable war broke out. Things were different then. Oh no. I hadn't heard from Gorm for a while, so I'd hoped he'd given up his little scheme. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. You help my people and purchase a house for my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. As you wish. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of the Reach. Congratulations, as you were then. You've honored my father's memory in more ways than I have words to say. And take this, a gift from the Jarl's personal stores. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in my city. Talk to my steward if you're interested. I don't blame you. Divines watch over you. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived. I'll understand if you decline. They took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was possible. Retrieve that shield at all costs. I'm impressed. Forsworn usually makes short work of mercenaries, but you took care of them. Here is your reward. Then leave. We will see. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them, but I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor. No loyalty. Unreliable. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand? Good. I'll see if I can get some copies made for the men. Here, something for your trouble. The Legion thanks you. Be glad you're not training under me with that mouth of yours. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Good on you. Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do. A debt is a debt. Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. Wasn't your business anyway. All right. Have it your way. Tell Arktiev to forget about the debt. Don't think so. Works for me. Tell Arktiev the debt's settled. Oh, I don't believe those rumors, my friend. Besides, Who would ever want to harm such beauty? Hard to believe I ever complained about Riften being cold. Keep clear of the college, and keep yourself out of trouble. Winterhold belongs to Skyrim, not the Imperials or the mages. Don't worry about those Stormcloaks. You're safe from them here. As if they'd want the place anyway. If you're here for sightseeing, well, then you've seen the sights. Might as well head somewhere warmer. Take care if you're venturing too far from town. That's a bitter wind coming off the Sea of Ghosts. Watch that tongue, Render, or your whole lot could be down with the Argonians hauling ballast by tomorrow. A few dark elves getting shoved around doesn't really amount to much. My men have their orders, but it's a big city and there's a war on. Plus these murders. If anything actually happens, call a guard. The war isn't going well for the Stormcloaks. I fear for Lord Ulfric's mood. I don't care that we lost. I'm just glad the war is over. Terrible shame what happened to those women. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Serving as steward to Ulfric's Stormcloak was a great honor, but I don't miss his temper. Did Viola send you to bother me? I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going. The townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor. I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired. You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest. I've no problem with orcs, but that stronghold they've got in the southeast, Nazulbur, it's an affront to my people. Across the river to the northeast lies Ingulbarrow. Steer clear of that foul place, lest the Walking Dead claim you as their own. If it's better board you're after, Candlehearth Hall's got both. The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissus Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me. By the gods, you're diseased. Get yourself to the White Phial and purchase a remedy before you infect us all. If you need an apothecary, the White Phial has respectable stock. Stay away from the Aretino residence. The place is cursed. You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf. I've no problem with your kind, orc. But that stronghold you've got in the southeast, Nazulbur, it's an affront to my people. Tell me you've seen them. Those things. Small and evil, like something out of a nightmare. They come from Stillborn Cave, to the north. I know it. South of here, and west of the road, lies Kronvanga Cave. Stay away from that cursed place, and the vampires that call it home. Maybe you've seen masts sticking out of the water to the northeast? That would be the wreck of the Winter War. Fine vessel back in its day. The Eye of Talos was a fine ship once. Now it lies wrecked off an island just north of here. If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there. It was a pleasure to talk to someone so interesting. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting. But without Ulfric, the movement will wither and die. It's only a matter of time. Many Stormcloaks will fight until they die, because they still believe they're fighting for Skyrim's freedom. I wish I could say that it was, but it's not that simple. And now, thanks to you, the city is back under the Empire's banner. Long ago, the Empire used the city to garrison troops who guarded the passes to Morrowind. The Palace of the Kings, in which you now stand, is one of the last buildings that remain from that era. Wilhelm is one of the oldest human cities in all of Tamriel. In fact, it was the capital of the First Empire, which was founded by Ysgramor. That, and I made my fortune knowing when to spend my septims and when not to. I can't stand waste. In my days as a riverboat captain, I was known to run a tight ship. Well, a few reasons come to mind. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Grew up here. Cold as at Mora, but that just grows the beard thicker. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. If you're looking to pass the time, You can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. All lovely ladies, too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. Terrible shame, that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Wilhelm. And now you found me. Can I help you? Yes, I think that must be it. My wife hasn't been gone that long, after all. Ask me again on another day. I'm sure the gods have the matter well in hand. Now, if you'll excuse me. What is it now, Viola? Viola, dark elves sleep just like the rest of us. No, I really don't. It'll be a while before I'm ready for that. I'll be on my way now. I didn't lose a lover, Viola. I lost my wife. It's not the same thing. What did you hear? Don't you think all your tramping around there investigating might have something to do with it? I've thought about it, but I'm not sure it's such a good idea. A pleasure to see you as well, Naranya. What can I do for you? The sailors I know are plenty good at finding trouble without any help from you. If that business proposition includes smuggling, forget it. The dark elves are uneasy. There's a killer on the streets, and Viola Giordano won't leave me alone. Oh, very much so. Yes, sir. I've been trying to quiet her, but she's insistent. She thinks she can find out who's been killing the women. As you wish, sir. As restless as ever, sir. But I don't see them taking any kind of incendiary action. Not soon, anyway. To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics. They don't seem to be very sympathetic to our cause, sir. Of course, my lord. Is that wise, sir? A reasonable strategy? Well, sir, the hold at Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil. And the message, sir? Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days. Yes, sir. I'll try to contain her. Oh, yes, of course, sir. Sir, there continues to be unrest in the Grey Quarter. Think about how ridiculous that sounds. Come now. Elder, you know better than to believe every idiot traveler that wanders through. Why are you still staring at me? I ain't much for talking. Got a lot of steel to shape, Commander Caius. Walks around Dragon's Reach like a preening rooster. I could do his job blindfolded. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change. The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The Stormcloaks can keep the city safe better than those Legion lapdogs. I'm commander of the guard now. We done? My brother takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter, and she's a bloody blacksmith. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy. All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks. If you run into any Stormcloaks, kill a dozen for me. Maybe we'll meet in the field. Just pray we're on the same side. Keep your nose clean. Stay out of trouble. Careful if you cross the river to the east. Old Hajva Ironhand and his brigands are holed up in that cave, White River Watch. You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent. Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story. I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned, prime targets for those damn dragons. If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock. Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge. Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready. You should talk to the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. Lend any aid you can. Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall. Whiterun belongs to the true sons of Skyrim now, just as it should. Yesterday, I saw a dragon fly right over the city, headed northeast, towards Sheerpoint by the looks of it. Looking to do some hunting, eh? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here. If you're heading east, steer clear of Hilgrud's tomb. Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way. You know, I saw something near Shimmermist Cave, to the northeast. Some kind of creature, small and wicked. Never seen its like before. The circle of stones to the southwest? That's Secunda's Kiss. The giants hold it sacred, so tread carefully. Stormcloaks, Imperials, dragons. Ain't no matter to me what I kill. Let them come. We Greymanes got just as much to be proud of as them Battleborns. But you won't see us with our noses in the air. My poor Fralia think Thorald's still alive, but I know better. Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me. Why? Who says I have to be? Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. The Skyforge? Aye, my clan fathers have worked it since the first Greymanes came to Whiterun. Both sides want to tell you how you should live your life. Guess I'd rather hear it from a real Nord than some emperor down south. Comes the end of the day, Imperials and Stormcloaks ain't that much different. I'm sure my brother Vignar is, since they made him Jarl after throwing Balgrove out. By Izmir's beard, I ain't one for humor. You know who the companions are, so quit your asking. Don't reckon they could use you. But stranger things have happened. The companions are the oldest, most honored band of warriors in Skyrim. Whiterun was built around their horn, Jorvaskr. By Izmir, are you thick, or just too new to know better? I don't think so. Are you blind, girl? I'm a blacksmith. Any halfwit could see that. You blind, boy? I'm a blacksmith. Any halfwit could see that. You know who I am, fool. So why are you asking? Huh? Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you. I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Whiterun is the crown jewel of Skyrim, and you would leave us defenseless? We are at war, old fool, or have you forgotten? Raise the taxes then. Put anyone that refuses to pay in the stocks and make an example of them. Have you reconsidered my idea? The companions can help protect the city, and the Emperor will be in our debt. If we send half our guards to aid the legions, just for a few days, it could tip the scales in the Empire's favor. It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can. You already know all that I know. You've already learned all I can teach you. There's nothing more I can teach you. Mine's closed. Move along. Someday soon you will all see battle. And what you do here today may well save your lives. Concentrate. The battlefield is full of distractions. Ignore them. Focus on your targets. Come on now. I want those arrows dead center. The lives of your fellow soldiers are counting on it. Keep your weapon out of your hands, and we'll get along just fine. My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants. When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove. Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested. Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard. Pine Moon Cave is down to the southwest, but it ain't fit for exploring. There are stories. Vampires, some say. The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear south of Dragonbridge. Can't find a trace of them. If you must venture southwest, stay clear of Volskag. It's a cursed place, a tomb where the dead still live. You heard of Ravenscar Hollow? Cave on the island to the west. Place is a roost for those foul hagravens. Off the coast a ways to the east, you'll find the wreck of the Brinehammer. Never know what treasures may still be aboard. I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments has a large selection. The Winking Skeever's got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both. You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces. If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics. If it's arms or armor you need, see Bayron in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one. Everything's in order. We couldn't have taken the city without you, ma'am. I think Bryling's the one you want to talk to. I'm mostly just here to scare away the riffraff. Solitude is as glorious as they said it was. Nothing like Falkreath where I grew up. We couldn't have taken the city without you, sir. Been up to the Blue Palace? It's a sight to see, even if it is filled with fops. You don't want to talk to me. I'm just a stand-in for a dead Thane. Stay strong. The Eight Willing will win this war. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up. I must return my attention to Elisif. If I were to lose another Jarl while I was distracted, do not dishonor or attempt to harm Elisif in any way. Adhere to that rule, and you'll be fine. Take care of your armor, and it'll take care of you. Keep your sword arm strong. Always have your shield at the ready. The Jarl has advised me not to talk about which court attendants I like to punch in the face. More's the pity. If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir. There's no greater honor than to serve. If you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Rika in Castle Dower. He's the gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he killed the High King. He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle-ready. I'm sort of hoping you are going to fight the dragons for us. A normal man is no match for a dragon. You're the Dragonborn, aren't you? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods. Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? Though, admittedly, it helps. Sometimes you just do what needs to be done. You don't have to hate a man to kill him. Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified, and necessary. Possession of the holds change on an almost daily basis, but I can report that Hafengar is still secure. Your people are safe. She does, my lady. But apparently she hates you just a little less than the others. My lady, I'm pleased to inform you that you have a new gown for court, specially tailored by Madame Indari. You won't like it, my lady. Madame Indari insisted. She made it free of charge, in honor of your lenience about last month's rent discrepancies. I told you you wouldn't like the news. Wish I could head inside Solitude myself. Wouldn't mind seeing Rogvir get what's coming to him. You're just in time to say hello to Rogvir. If General Tullius continues to conscript our men and send them off to battle, we'll have none left to protect the city. We lost another 5 guardsmen, my Jarl. Men who, I might add, we are precious short on. The first line is the walls around the city, and the men who patrol them. I'm sworn to protect you, my Jarl, but I'm the last line of defense. Told you that, did he? In any case, he won't be turning me into no Imperial soldier. I know my place, and it's at your side. No disrespect toward the general, but sometimes I wonder if he's got your best interests at heart. A parade would make you an easy target for a Stormcloak assassin. You're safer here in the palace. I must protest, my Jarl. My lady, there could be agents of the Empire looking for an opportunity like that to have you killed. Are you willing to take that risk? Begging your pardon, my lady, but I strongly recommend against it. And Uriel, would you please stop declaring that the city is safe for the Jarl to roam? You and I both know that isn't true. I trust you. I'm just concerned about her safety, that's all. Don't be angry with me. Of course. Your training isn't complete yet. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. Ignore me all you want, you still aren't getting in. What are you doing down here? Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Sure, and I'm Queen Berenzaya. Now tell me another one. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead. That's just insulting. Not even a proper bribe? Sure, that'll do just fine. Go on ahead. Bloody tourists. Forgive me, my lady. I didn't recognize you. Please proceed. Forgive me, my lord. I didn't recognize you. Please proceed. The only reason I stopped fighting was a plea from Layla. Otherwise, I would have fought to the death. I killed scores of the Empire's men before I was forced to surrender. Being in exile is the most humiliating thing I've experienced in my life. I'd request that when speaking to Jarl Layla, you show the proper respect. Did you have some sort of official business here? As Jarl Layla's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. I trust the day has found you well, Thane. Is it daylight out? Night? I lose track down here. How do you do, Thane? Now that the Empire's arrived in Riften, we've finally established a launching point into Morrowind. Just in case. Watch your step in here. The stonework gets slippery. The prisoners are in rare form, as usual. I hope you're finding the city in proper order, Thane. This city still reeks with the stench of the Stormcloaks. Makes me sick to my stomach. Why we bothered to capture Riften, I'll never understand. Just look at this place. Seems like capturing Riften is turning out to be more of a hassle than a benefit. But what do I know? So, is it Riften or Riften? This place has changed its name so many times, I can't even remember. By the gods. A dragon's been sighted just south of the city, flying around Lost Tongue Overlook. If you journey north, keep well away from Snapleg Cave. Damned hagravens have infested the place. A pleasure, Thane. Need a drink? You go to the Bee and Bob. Stay out of the Ragged Flagon. Stay out of the Ratway. There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade. There's an apothecary in town, yeah, but it's down on the lower walkway, so stay sharp if you go down there. You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, and no place for decent folk. There's a foul presence coming from Darklight Tower, southwest of the city. Some say the place is home to necromancers. Talk of strange happenings at Autumnshade Clearing, just north of the lake. My guess? Spriggans. Best not to go wandering east of the city. Bandits been seen around Broken Helm Hollow. City got attacked once by those damn bandits. Come east across the lake from Faldar's Tooth. They won't be trying that again. If it's a bed you need, talk to Kirava in the Bee and Bob. She'll set you right. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. City's quiet enough now, but when the sun goes down, you best keep on your guard. Careful. Riften's not the safest place for a nighttime stroll. Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now. I'm keeping my eye on you. You're always thirsty, just like you're always drunk. Now let me get back to my rounds. Look, old woman, if your boy wants to learn how to fight, we'll teach him. Now off with you. Not now. If I don't pull night duty, I'll drink around with you at the Sleeping Giant. Not this again. Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around. I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor so cheaply. Forsworn have troubled the Reach for too long. I intend to deal with them. Markarth is not without its problems, but the Empire is here to maintain order. You speak to Igmund, son of Hrolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. Treat my people fairly, and I will do the same to you. Let's see those Stormcloaks try to break into this canyon. Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone. Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth. Best keep that in mind. The Empire didn't think we could take the Reach, but here we are. You should see that orc over in Understone Keep. Have him forge you some new armor. Stormcloaks have taken the Reach, but will return. The Empire will bring order. The Forsworn have been spotted to the north, near Brooker's Leap Redoubt. There's a small skeever den just east of the city, at Reachwater Rock. Beware the region northeast across the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt and Red Eagle Redoubt. Travel southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold. Up around the old Dushnik Orichalcum mine. There's an evil to the north, friend, and its name is Ragnvald. A tomb like so many in Skyrim, where the dead have found no peace. Lots of nasty holes in the Reach, and Blind Cliff Cave is one of them. A filthy Hargraven nest, northeast of here. Caught a case of rock joint once. Bothella at the Hag's Cure fixed me right up. Break the law in Markarth, and it's off to Sidna Mine with you. Let me guess, you need a drink. It's the Silver Blood Inn you're looking for. By sure, you're hauling around a lot of junk. Best stop in at the Arnleif & Sons Trading Company. Sell it off. What do you want? Haven't you done enough damage to Markarth? If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial city, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. See, there you go, getting involved. Don't ask too many questions in Markarth. Safer for everyone that way. Jarl Igmund sits on the mournful throne. You can find him in the keep, in the back end of the city inside the mountain. You're our favorite kind of traveler, then. The market area is just inside the gate. Head on in. Keep your nose clean, and you won't have any problems with us. First time in Markarth, traveler? Take my advice. You see anything, don't get involved. The city guard will take care of it. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. This is why I say we take the fight to them. Gather the Legion and drive those blasted beasts out of the Reach for good. Enough. We can't imprison the very people that own the jail we'll be throwing them into. The Silverblood family are to be left alone. Am I clear, Rayrick? How is the Reach faring against this forsworn menace? Of course there's a collapse in trade, Rayrick. The Stormcloaks stalk every road and harass every one of our patrols. Cowards, both of you. My father would not sit idly back and wait while evil men take over his lands. We're done discussing this for now. What about them? They seem loyal enough. Why do you pester me with battles we can't win? I need my steward to plan for a victory, not nag me with every ill account. The only thing we need to discuss is how many men it'll take to flush them out of the hills. It doesn't matter if they're in the city. We fight them where they live, we won't have to fight them here. Very well. I'll send a request for additional legionnaires to protect trade to the other Imperial holds. Hopefully, Solitude can spare more men. Whole Dwarven city underneath the keep. Nashu and Zell. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up. You here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves, understand? This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach. The Forsworn ambush our roads and dragons cloud the skies. Is there any good news? I grew up hearing songs about Aldi the bear. She wrestled a storm out of the sky. Is Hurt his sister or his wife? Or both? Just my luck. Stuck in the sticks with this crazy old woman. Hurt keeps giving me this look. I don't know if she wants me or if she wants to eat me. Nice to be here on the home front. Wouldn't mind being down in Cyrodiil, though. These boys do good work for the Empire. I once saw Steyrod tear a whole tree out of the ground with his bare hands. Glad he's on our side. I used to serve with Trilf and Steyrod. Good guys, but don't get on their bad side, you know? What is it? What do you need? The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance. The Imperialists think we need their laws. Pfft. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty. 'Tis a wicked axe you wield there, friend. That blade looks sharp enough to cut through a god. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart. Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs. You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered. Right here in Skyrim. By the gods, if the Dark Brotherhood can do that, nobody's safe. Citizen, what is it? Dragons? Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. Oh, could sure use a warm bed right about now. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. No lollygagging. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. It's a werewolf! To arms! To arms! By the gods! It can't be! Werewolf! By all I hold sacred. That's a shout. Like the greybeards on the mountain. Sheathe those claws, Khajiit. It is the power of old. The voice of the Dragonborn. The Thuum. She summons the Thuum. The Thuum. He summons the Thuum. So, you bought Vlindrel Hall, eh? Wish I could afford a house that nice. Vlindrel Hall's a fine home, if you can afford it. The steward in the keep can tell you more. Smart thing you did buying Honeyside. Nice place, and why pay for an inn? If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale. Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it. You own Proudspire Manor, Beautiful house, at least from the outside. Proudspire Manor, now there's a fine home. Up for sale, too. If you're interested, talk to the steward in the keep. Don't think you'll get special treatment just because you have a house in the city. Jerem is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested. You're the one that lives in Breezeholm, right? Fine place. Almost bought it myself. Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breezeholm. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested. You hear that? I swear there's something out there. In the dark. Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you? Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it? What is it, Orc? What is it, Imperial? What is it, Redguard? What do you want? Cat? What is it, Khajiit? What is it, Elf? How can I help a brother Nord? What is it, Argonian? Solitude wouldn't be the same without the Fire Festival. City owes you a debt of gratitude. What do you need, Bard? You're the one saved the Fire Festival. I remember. The damned nightmares have finally stopped. Don't suppose you know anything about that. You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares. From what I hear, you're the one gave the Thalmor a black eye. Sure know how to pick your enemies, don't you? As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about. Ugh, your breath is foul. What have you been eating? That mace. Get it away from me. Get it away. Who did you have to kill to get that blade? By sure. Is that Azura's star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure? So Mardanach was behind those murders. Gods help us. Your name's been cleared by Dhona Silverblood. Consider yourself lucky. A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves Guild has come. Markarth's a different place now. Do business here, and you do business with the Thieves Guild. Maybe you haven't heard, but the Thieves Guild is back. Windhelm is their city now, if you catch my meaning. You're the one all the gods are talking about. You went into that sanctuary, wiped out the Dark Brotherhood. Friend, I owe you a drink. They're saying the Dark Brotherhood has been destroyed, wiped off the face of Tamriel. But that's not entirely true, is it? We just received word that someone tried to kill the Emperor. Turned out just to be his double. But can you imagine if he had succeeded? Wait, I know you. You went into the Emperor's tower, just before his decoy was murdered. The gods have been saying things about you. That you're the one that... Well, they say the Dark Brotherhood. Well, never mind, ma'am. The gods have been saying things about you. That you're the one that... Well, they say the Dark Brotherhood... Well, never mind, sir. There are some that say the Dark Brotherhood is back, and stronger than ever. That they've made Dawnstar their home. Tell me, am I wrong? Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken. That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there? By the gods, the Emperor's been murdered. On his own ship, moored in the inlet. It was the Dark Brotherhood. There was nothing we could do. In the ancient tongue, you are Dovahkiin, Dragonborn. All hail the Dragonborn. Word is spreading like mage fire. The great evil has been vanquished. You have truly saved us all. The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric, Stormcloak, and General Tullius have agreed to go. The Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long can such a thing last? Is it true what they say? There was a dragon held captive in Whiterun, and you released it? By the gods, woman! Why? Is it true what they say? There was a dragon held captive in Whiterun, and you released it? By the gods! Man, why? By Ysmir, you did it! You killed a dragon. By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast? What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor? And such power? Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time. Word is Elenwen's furious. Big party at the Thalmor embassy. And one of the guests went someplace they shouldn't. Caused quite a commotion. There was a fight down in the Ratway, but reports are sketchy. Some say it was Thalmor agents. Others say Thieves Guild. Some say it was both. The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years. It's too bad they executed Rogvir before we got here. I heard about the attack on Jorvaskr and the killing of your honored leader. You have my sympathies, companion. Kadlec killed, Jorvaskr attacked. How could this happen? Within the walls of Whiterun. Heard what you did. Killing those foul witches. Well done, companion. Oh, been tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog. I know of your deeds, and am honored to address a member of the Companions. You've been seen in the company of the Companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend. Word is the College of Mages is back to normal. If there's such a thing for that lot. You hear the news? Those damn mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was just a matter of time. Some are saying the civic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order. I had them figured for dead. They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt? No good can come of that. Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs. Vermin. Creeping around the Red Way. No doubt about it. The Thieves Guild is back, and they've got Riften in their grip. Been lots of people coming and going through that creepy black door. And noises. I'd say it sounds like construction. But that's crazy, right? There was some ruckus over by that weird black door. You weren't involved in that craziness, were you? You didn't hear this from me. But we've uncovered a plot to kill the Emperor. It gets better. The ringleader? One of the Emperor's own elite guard. The cousin of the Emperor was murdered. In Solitude at her own damn wedding. Not a chance we would have let that happen here. The Emperor's cousin. Killed. Right here in Solitude. I feel nothing but shame. Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine Dufont up in Ralbethar. Oh yeah, word about that got around. Man was a piece of bandit trash, is what I hear. We had that beast contained, and you released it. Why? Why would you do such a thing? There's a dragon. Here, in Dragon's Reach. And I thought it was just a name. It was you convinced the Jarl to trap that dragon in the keep. And by Izmir, it actually worked. I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble. The gods in Dragonreach say you've aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you. There has been talk amongst the gods that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible. It is whispered that one of the Daedric princes himself is behind the murder of Elisif. It would seem even the nobility of Oblivion favors our cause. We'll protect Elikur as best we're able, but I fear the throne of Solitude is cursed. I know you had some part in Sinding's escape. Don't deny it. Wonder what kind of things they've got the Dibella doing over in the temple. Mostly praying, I reckon. The Gildergreen will bloom again, all thanks to you. The Gildergreen blooms again, all thanks to you. With Nurelion gone, I suppose Quintus has taken over business in the White File. I was this close to catching that killer. I swear it. Thanks again for helping reopen the East Empire Company. Gonna have them import me some of that aged Breton cheese. Codlac White Mane is a better place now. For is there any place better than Sovngarde? Who would dare attack the leader of the Companions? In his own hall? There'll be blood for this, I know it. Well, if it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches. How can I assist you, Companion? With respect, Companion, I'd ask that you and your friends muzzle that dog of yours. The howling coming from Jorvaska has gotten out of hand. I find your wolfish grin unsettling. I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true. Is that fur coming out of your ears? Honored Companion, how can I assist you? Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions. So, you what? Fetch the mead? No more nightmares. Thank the gods for that. The people here are still plagued with nightmares. It's unnatural. Wonder what it's like for those Thalmor, now that they've been taken down a notch. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords? Gods, damn those Forsworn. So many dead. You put those Forsworn down. Good job. You're that mage from the college, right? Here things have finally calmed down over there. Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same. One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say. What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for not dead, not your weird experiments. The Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies, rotting to death down in their rat way. Seeing as how Riften is home to the Thieves Guild, maybe we can work something out if you have trouble with the law, for the right price. You know, the law here in Solitude can be a bit flexible, so long as you've got the gold. That's the way the Thieves Guild likes it. Break the law here in Markarth, and maybe we can work something out, courtesy of the Thieves Guild. Shirking the law in Wilhelm ain't what it used to be. Not with the Thieves Guild running things. We may guard Whiterun, but the Thieves Guild guards us, if you know what I mean. The Emperor of Skyrim, dead. These are dark times, my friend. Dark times indeed. The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend. It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. You ask me, those brats in the orphanage are better off, now that old Grelard is dead. That time you killed Elaine de Font? In the pit. Now that was a fight for the ages. Look, that Vici woman had a bodyguard. I know it's terrible she got murdered at her own wedding, but the city guard is hardly to blame. I heard you were at the wedding of the Emperor's cousin, in Solitude. Gods, that must have been horrible. Seems the Emperor is coming to Skyrim, and one of his own protectors was going to have him assassinated. Can't trust anyone these days. There are stories about you and dark tidings in Dawnstar. It's not true what they say about you and the Dark Brotherhood, is it? Now, I know who you are, and I know your business. Just please, these are good folk we got here, mostly. So, the Emperor had a decoy. Poor bastard got murdered too. But then, I guess that was his job. I know who you are, assassin. I guess the rumors about your kind's extinction have been exaggerated. You know, I could have gone into that sanctuary, killed all those Dark Brotherhood types. But I was sick that day. Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it? I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thu'um be taught? like any skill? Thalmor in the rat way? What's next? Spriggans in the bee and barb? If I'd been on guard at the Thalmor embassy, wouldn't nobody be disturbing that party? For a dragon to attack Kynesgrove? Why? Why there? Is no place safe? Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we. If we killed the dragon once, we can do it again. With your help, of course. You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you? You have the Jarl's confidence, friend. And so you have mine. Trapping a dragon in Dragon's Reach. Damn clever idea you had, I have to admit. I caught a glimpse of that captured dragon. It's beautiful, in its own way. A truce with the Imperials. They'll murder us all first chance they get. This truce with the Stormcloaks won't last a fortnight. Bloody savages will kill us while we sleep. Looks like it's really happening. A peace council attended by both Ulfric and Tullius up on High Hrothgar. Maybe there's hope for Skyrim yet. No matter what else happens, the gods will always be grateful for everything you've done. You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land, and our very souls. Yes, Dovahkiin, how can I help you? Releasing a captured dragon. I don't think I'll ever understand that one. Filthy she-hound Elisif got what she deserved. Let her serve as High Queen of Oblivion for all I care. First Torrig and now Elisif. Damn those Stormcloaks. Let's hope that Erika fares better than they did. You were talking to that murderous savage, and then he escaped. What are you hiding? You've actually done it. You've found the Sibyl of Dibella. You have done Markarth a tremendous service. That sapling you recovered means the Gildergreen will live again. Your deed honors the people of Whiterun. By Ysmir, you've helped save the Gildergreen. Words can't express what that means to this city. Good thing you did for Norelion, retrieving that file for him before he died. Man was obsessed. You did this city a great service by catching that killer. Well done. I hear the East Empire Company has reopened, thanks in no small part to you. Well done. All of Skyrim benefits from their trade. So, you've become a pit lord. You honor the city with your victories. You're a pit lord. I've seen you fight. Magnificent. Wait, let me get a good look at your face, so I remember to bet against you in the pit. You're the harbinger of the companions. It is my honor to stand before you. Codlak Whitemane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sovngarde. Stay out of trouble, Nord. Stay out of trouble, Orc. Stay out of trouble, Imperial. Stay out of trouble, Redguard. Stay out of trouble, Khajiit. Stay out of trouble, Elf. Don't cross me, Elf. Staying out of trouble, Kinsman. Stay out of trouble, Lizard. Whatever you need, Dragonborn, just say the word. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn. Go cast your fancy magic someplace else. Whoa. What's the magic? Watch the skies, traveler. Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say. The city's changed, friend. The Thieves' Guild is on the rise, and they've got a firm foothold here in Whiterun. That iron sword's pretty undependable. You should try steel. You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons. The gods gave you two hands, and you used them both for your weapon. I can respect that. Favor the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself. Keep your arrows in their quiver, archer. Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings. Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you? Heard about you and your honeyed words. Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter. Best offense is a good defense, am I right? Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those stamped shopkeepers. You're the one casts those illusions. Impressive. Fancy yourself an alchemist, Never could get the hang of that. Go fiddling with any locks around here. We're going to have a real problem. I know your kind. Always sneaking about. I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off. Hands to yourself, sneak thief. Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale? Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart. I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers. So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed? I fear the night, because werewolves and vampires don't. Takes a fair bit of strength to carry a greatsword like that. But can you use it? Favor a steel sword, do you? Good choice for slashing or stabbing. Why the elfin blade, Nord steel not good enough for you? Aye, now that there's a beautiful sword. Like a sliver of midnight. Pig sticker like that's not going to get you far. Best visit a blacksmith. You wear the garb of a true Nord. I salute you. I know Thieves' Guild armor when I see it. You're not fooling anyone. You wear the armor of a brigand. Best not cause any trouble on my watch. You wear that Stormcloak armor well, friend. That Stormcloak armor's getting on my nerves. You dare strut around here, wearing that filthy Stormcloak hide? You wear the armor of the bear, my friend. A fine choice. Ah, steel plate. Now that's a solid choice of armor. Aye, now that's some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel. That fine scale armor you've got there, shiny. That armor. Are you one of the Emperor's protectors? Not very good at your job, are you? That armor. Are you one of the Emperor's protectors? Can't say that I envy you that job. Orcish armor, Had me a set of that once. Ugly and strong, like those that forged it. That's some fine Imperial armor you've got there. You come talking to me wearing Imperial armor? You got stew for brains. Some advice, friend. That armor won't offer much protection in a real fight. Is your armor made of dragon scales? By the gods, what I wouldn't do for a set of that. Is your armor made of dragon bones? By the gods, what I wouldn't do for a set of that. Ebony armor. By Izmir, 'tis a wondrous sight. Ah, now that's a fine shield. And not mere dwarven, is it? Oh, that armor stinks of death. You've been grey robbing? Psst. Hey, I know who you are. Hail Cities. Didn't I see you fight over in Wilhelm in the pit? Lost money on that match. That armor. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Like forged midnight. Fancy the leather armor, huh? Something to be said for going light. That's good armor you've got there, friend. Iron, solid and true. You wear the armor of a mercenary. Now that's the life. For your sake, I hope you took that armor from a dead Imperial scout. Judging by your armor, I'd say you're an Imperial scout. If so, well met. Didn't I see you fight? Over in the pit. I could take you. Try to hide it all you want. I know you're in the Thieves Guild. And so do the other guards. You're that one from the college. Heard about you. I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook. I heard you were at the wedding of the Emperor's cousin, in Solitude. Gods, that must have been horrible. You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered, right here in Skyrim. By the gods, if the Dark Brotherhood can do that, nobody's safe. My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that. We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide. Ah, Aegisbane. Sigil of Clan Shattershield. But didn't that get stolen a while back? Must be remembering wrong. That hammer. Why, that's Aegisbane. Heirloom of Clan Shattershield. Last I heard, it was stolen by a couple of swindlers. Elaine and Moiri, yeah. No. Get that accursed mace away from me. What do you aim to do with that hammer, friend? Knock down a house? Fine armor you've got there. Dwarfen make, am I right? You wield Azura's star? How? How can such a thing be possible? What manner of staff is that? Such a horror. What a foul and unnatural weapon you wield. Never have I seen its like. Your shield. Dwarf make, is it not? But yet it seems so much more. That is one big hammer. By the gods! What manner of power is that? Thanks for clearing out that vampire nest. You saved Morthal. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Staying safe, I hope? Trouble? Everything all right? Iron sword, huh? What are you killing? Butterflies? You wear that armor well. Iron may be simple, but it'll stop enough to keep you in the fight. You come up to me, fists raised? You looking for a beating? Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn. Hail, companion. Stay out of trouble, Argonian. I still don't like it, but I guess I'll overlook it. This time. Well, I'll let it slide this time, but you'd be smart to take that off. Someone might get the wrong idea. Is that right? Here's how the Legion deals with rebel scum like you. You got a lot of nerve, walking around here dressed like an Imperial Legionnaire. What do you think you're doing, walking around dressed like a damn Stormcloak traitor? You don't seem to realize there's a war on. What you are is a damn Imperial spy. Vampire, to arms! Vampire, burn it! Stupid dog. Good dog. You must die. At last, free again. Thank you. No. Kill. Must kill. Ha! I think you're bleeding. Just die. Gods damn you! Just stand still! I'll kill you! Die, damn you! I'll have your head! Come on, come on! Oh, not so fast. Easily blocked. You'll need to do better than that. Close. It's nothing. You bested me. Gods, no! Just a scratch. We are routed. Fall back. Mercy! This what you want? I've had enough of you. Enough of this. You're already dead. You're outmatched. This is your last mistake. Ha! Like the bite of a flea. Damn you. Enough! Victory is yours. I submit. No more. I yield. I yield. I cannot best you. Help! Somebody help! Murder! Murder! By the gods! Did that really just happen? I'll try and make this quick. Going to cry now, huh? You're nothing. Not impressed. Weren't expecting that, were you? That your best, huh? That's all you've got? No. Enough. This ends now. Son of a lucky hit. Bastard. That's it? That's all you've got? Ha! I've suffered worse during training. I've been wounded worse by better. That it? That's your best? Never should have come here. Well, well. Another maggot to squash beneath my boot. Don't just stand there. Kill her. I'm going to put you down. Time to finish this. Come on, fight back. You can't defeat me. Not quite good enough, are you? This what you want? Huh? I guess I was just hearing things. Oh. What happened? I'm going to find whoever did this. Slay it. Slay the dragon. Yield or suffer. Give up while you still can. No. What's done is done. I guess I could look the other way this time. If I can just stand up. None of my business. I guess you had your reasons. Guess they deserved it. I'll let you stay. This time. Please. Mercy. No. Not like this. You're not supposed to be here. This is your last warning. Get out or get arrested. That's it. I'm placing you under arrest. Hey, that's a valuable animal. Leave that dog alone. That the best you can do? You don't stand a chance. Do your worst. What was that? That sound. It's deafening. Your kind has no place here. You're a disgrace to your own kind. I'll spare you for now. You afraid to fight me? You'll make a fine rug, cat. Die, you orc filth. You should have stayed in your precious forests, elf. I was sure I heard something. I know I heard something. Don't just stand there. Kill him. How did you do that? What an arcane name was that? Must be my imagination. There you are. Hello? Who's there? You need to leave. A fight? Bad idea. You dare dishonor the Legion. The Stormcloaks pay blood for blood. Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here. You, of all people, get out. It's time for you to leave, my friend. Last warning. Leave, now. Why, you? By the gods, no! Murdered! In cold blood! Help! Murder! Hey, hands off. Guards, trespasser. You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out. This is your last warning. Get away from there or else. That's it. Don't say I didn't warn you. Pickpocket. We've got a pickpocket. Last mistake. Help! I'm being attacked. Help! Someone's being attacked. Anybody there? No sign of him. Can't hide from me. Thought I heard something. Come on. Nothing here after all. I'll find you. Did you hear something? I'm on fire! Ah, it burns! Ah! Isma's beard! Help! Someone! You dirty, filching lizard! Filthy pickpocket! You little thief! Oh, no you don't. Think you can steal from me? Help me! Help me! Someone do something! Fool! The Imperial Legion will have your blood. Well, that was an unpleasant bit of business. You call yourself a Nord? By Izmir, a thief! You can't take that. You won't get away with that. You're not getting anything from me. All right. You've had enough. You can stay, but you're not supposed to be here. This is the last time I'll say it. Get out, you little wretch. I saw that. Get your thieving hands off that. Why, you little filcher. I don't think there's a need for that. You thieving little elf. Die, beast. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Die, you filthy beast. Someone, do something. What the? Get him. Kill him. This should be good. Damn shame, Rogvir. You're a good man. Die, vampire! I'm not sticking around to fight the dragon. I'm warning you. Back off. That's close enough. You can't win this. Die, dragon! Yeah! You remind me of my cousin's cat. Killed that too. Come on, you monster. You'll die this day, dragon. Mind yourself. Leave now or suffer dire consequences. Damn shame. I suggest you aim elsewhere. I'm getting out of here. Gods be praised. Need something? Yes. Until next time. I'll take my leave then. You're not supposed to be in here. What do you think you're doing? All right then. Don't even think about it. Watch what you're doing. Hands off. Stop, thief! Ha! Found you. I saw you do that, you know. You could have just asked. Over here. Keep your hands to yourself. Huh? What was that? Is someone there? Don't do that. Hey, watch it. Be careful. You can't hide from me. Where are you? What are you doing that for? What in the... Gods help us. We've got an assassin. Check the shadows. What? No! I don't have to take that from you. Hope you're willing to back those words up with your fists. I'll teach you to talk to me that way. That doesn't change anything. No, I don't think so. You expect me to believe that? For that price? Sure. Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? A little coin always greases the wheels. Don't hurt me. You win. Whatever you say. No need to get rough. Okay. You've talked me into it. How can I argue with that? Okay, just this once. Maybe you can help me. You've done well. It's all in this note. It would seem so. Not my problem. It can't be helped. How much? Of course. I understand. I can pay you. Just bring it back to me. Thank you. Here, this is for you. It's locked for a reason. Stay away from that. Get away from me. Careful with that. Put that down. Oh no. By the gods. This can't be happening. Out with it. I'm waiting. Release me. I'm on your side. Watch it. Stop that. What's the matter with you? You're pushing your luck. Don't do that again. Last warning. Once more and I'm going to have to kill you. I'm not going to warn you again. What are you doing? Hey, be careful. I don't have to take this from the likes of you. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Those rebels better not try coming to Hafengar. Heard there were wolves on the road up north. Another quiet day, I hope. Another quiet day. Beware of Frostmere Crypt, friend. Heard some bandits are living in the ruins now. Old Lady Frida is a grouch, but she sure can whip up a cure for the rattles fast. You should talk to Rustleif. Get some proper steel. Giants have been spotted up near Red Road Pass. Best to keep away and avoid it entirely. Watch your hands around the legate. I've been in the Legion all my life. I'm content to serve. My duty is to guard Brina Merilis. Dangerous post, Dawnstar. If the bandits don't get you, the animals will. We won't give up this port to the Imperials without a fight. Don't you worry. Dawnstar is the last port of call before Solitude. Damn rebels aren't taking it. I said I'm fine, Medina. I won't have some court mage fixing me up like some magical experiment. We should go over our strategy again in case the Stormcloaks attack. I want you to know I don't trust you, Medina. And I'll be watching you. Yes, Legate. I'm sorry, Legate. I didn't want to imply anything about your ability to lead. You're a hero to the Empire. And I... Yes, Legate. No one is getting through us. I'm fine, Medina. So you say. We'll see if that's true when the Stormcloaks make their move. Considering how the Great War ended, I think we need to be cautious about what we rely on. Brings back memories. Do you have any orders for me, Legate? Are you all right? You seem tired. No, can't say there was. My parents died when I was young. You and the Legion have been my only family since. Of course, I would have it no other way. What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and I've served you ever since. No. If we must fight, we will, and you will lead us to victory, as you always have. You weren't. There's just not much to it. Wait. I know you. In the name of the Jarl, I'm ordering you to stand fast. Don't get any bright ideas. You really thought you could get away with it. I thought it was finally going to be a quiet day. That'll teach you to break the law on my watch. Sheath your weapons and come quietly. By order of the Jarl, I command you to halt. Come quietly or taste the Jarl's justice. Stop. In the name of the Jarl, I can make all your problems with the gods go away. But it'll cost you. What do you say? Everything here appears to be in order. You can move along now. All right. Just keep your voice down, and don't let me catch you again. Since you put it that way, I think we can overlook your crime for now. We'll look the other way this time, but even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful. Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes. The only mistake was you showing your face. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people, and it's time to face the Jarl's justice. You're the one who conspired with the Forsworn against Markarth. You're coming with me, murderer. There's no mistake. You're a wanted woman, and it's time to pay for your crimes. No one in the Jarl's court is above the charge of conspiring against the city. You're coming with us. No one in the Jarl's court is above the charge of conspiring against the city. You're coming with us. I don't care who you're with. After what you did, you're lucky I'm not cutting you down where you stand. That's a damn shame. Maybe next time. Now move on before you get us both in trouble. Done. Now, move along, before you get me in trouble. Suit yourself, but you'd better decide what you want to do about this arrest. No one walks away for free. Then pay with your blood. That can be arranged. Then let me speed your passage to Sovngarde. Then suffer the Emperor's wrath. Time to cleanse the Empire of its filth. So be it. Skyrim has no use for your kind. All right, but you just watch yourself. Next time, I might not be so lenient. You're not sweet-talking your way out of this. Not after what you did. You're headed to Sidna Mine, and that's that. Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. And there are accounts of your suspicious behavior throughout the city. Now come quietly. You aren't fooling me. Trusted witnesses have seen you commit several murders. Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying, then you're free to go. You know what? You're not worth the hassle. Go. Be some other god's problem. Well, your bounty is low. All right, get out of my sight. But you're known to me now, scum. Remember that. I guess you're smarter than you look. You'll make perfect pit fodder. You'll never see the sun again. No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one. Enjoy the chill. It's off to the Sidna Mine for you. A stretch in the Castle Dower dungeon will straighten you right out. You're going to rot in the Dragon's Reach dungeon. The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice. Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Markarth. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? By order of the Jarl, stop right there. In fact, I can make all your problems with the gods go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I can make all your problems with the gods go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I can make all your problems with the gods go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I can make all your problems with the gods go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. Well, maybe just this once, but there's still a price on your head. Better make yourself scarce, or we'll have to do this little dance again. In fact, I can make all your problems with the gods go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say? Yeah, that'll work. Not a chance. Not for this. You're going to the Sidna Mine for the rest of your days. You pit scum are all alike. The beasts will tear you apart. They're throwing you in the pit? Hardly seems fair. Can't wait to see you plastered on the pit walls. Damn it, this will not stand. Now this is real god duty. Just throw them in the mine and be done with it. I catch you stealing anything, I'll break your neck. You mess with the Silver Blood family, you end up here. I didn't mean nothing by it. Just leave me alone. What do you want? You're tougher than you look. You got me fair and square. You want a real fight, eh? Come on. Let's see what you're made of. Not so tough now, are you? Fine. I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone. You're making a mistake. Get it over with then. Backbiter. All right. Tell the old man his debts are settled. That could have turned out better. Well, this is a nice mess you've gotten me into. Move along. Nothing to see here. I can't believe I got caught. Well, if you say so. By the gods, you're serious. You'd better report this to Commander Marrow right away. He's at the Penutus Oculatus outpost, up in Dragon Bridge. You did what? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider. No, this was a specific one. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. Ah, well, the blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. Did you see a dog out there? Private quarters are strictly off limits. You have been warned. She's telling everyone she's sick, but she's really locked herself in her room because she fears an assassin is out to get her. I know. The poor girl's fright has left her bereft of reason, but there's no talking her out of it. I fear she'll be locked in there for days. Yes, the steward is taking visitors. However, I must accompany you at all times while on the royal premises. If there's someone in the palace who can speak for you and wouldn't mind walking you around, great. Lead me to him. I'm afraid you'll have to come back later. I've been given strict instructions that no one be allowed to trouble Lady Elisif. Stay close and in plain view. No funny business unless you want a few inches of steel in your belly. Yes. Are you enjoying our little walk together? Or perhaps you'd like to come back when the lady is taking visitors. I've been instructed to tell all visitors that the Lady Elisif isn't feeling well. She wishes you a good day, and please call again another time. Let's go talk with her. Stay close. Talk of assassins has the guards jumpy. They might attack you if you're not standing near me. I bet she would feel safer. And hopefully you wouldn't have to babysit her for long. Once she calms down, she might start thinking straight again. I suppose you're free to frolic with the wenches in the servants' quarters, but anywhere else, you must have an escort. Jarl's orders. Elisif, I've brought a friend. Someone who can help. A bodyguard, to protect you. Protect the Jarl! Damn it, I lost her! Protect the Jarl! Damn it, I lost him! Protect the Jarl! It doesn't really matter what I believe now, does it? I've brought you someone who can protect you. That's what you want, isn't it? Come back here! You need an escort at all times. Stay where I can see you. And so, we must each one of us continue to fight this insurrection, lest our fallen brothers have died for naught. Lest our honor be lessened should we allow these bloodthirsty beasts to prowl our lands. Carry on, men. My gratitude and blessings go with you. He will continue to sow discord and chaos wherever he can. But Ulfric will not stop here. No, he will continue to strike out against any true Nord who remains faithful to the Empire. For Whiterun, for the Empire, revel in your victory here today, even as the gods revel in your honor. They already sing of your valor and skill. The halls of Sovngarde are no doubt ringing with your praises. In defeating these Stormcloak traitors, you have proven the hollowness of their cause and the fullness of your hearts. The citizens of Whiterun are forever in your debt. And of course, they'll be caught off guard, thinking we're off doing something altogether different. Good work. Knowing more about the enemy's position makes it that much easier to take it from him. We hit him where it hurts. As soon as we can, we'll take over, make the needed repairs. In the meantime, the people no longer slave for the Empire. You gave those mongrels a real whipping, eh? Good work. We'll be sure to send a garrison to reinforce the area and keep the peace. Wouldn't want to sully his reputation, would we? But if confronted with proof of his belief, you might be able to persuade him to aid our cause. Indirectly, of course. Rumor has it the Jarl's steward Reric is a faithful Talos worshipper, if not the true son of Skyrim. He still supports the Empire, after all. Get over to the capital. Get over to Riften. Get over to Winterhold. Get over to Dawnstar. Get over to Falkreath. Get over to Whiterun. Get over to Morthal. Get over to Markarth. You're alive. It was a gamble, but as Talos keeps us, we keep each other. I wasn't going to just let them rot in there. Go quiet. Break him out, then run. This isn't a suicide mission. Don't risk combat if you can avoid it. If you can't, then give him hell. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They've got some of our boys locked up there, but with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. You're going to the fort. You're going to Fort Greenwall. You're going to Fort Kastav. You're going to Fort Dunstad. You're going to Fort Newgrad. You're going to Fort Greymore. You're going to Fort Snowhawk. You're going to Fort Sungard. Good. You got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? What do you say? Can you do this? I see. Well, make it quick, or do you have better things to do than fight for the people of Skyrim? What are you people doing outside? Go home, now. The Imperial butchers are on their way. Get home and lock your doors. It's not safe out here. Return to your homes immediately. Citizens, go home and lock your doors. The Stormcloaks will be here any minute. Hurry. Get inside and lock your doors. Go home and lock your doors. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Stormblade, it's an honor. Snowhammer, Bonebreaker, if it isn't Ice Veins. Hi there. Hey, Unblooded. Not sure you belong here, citizen. Legate, Tribune, Prefect. By the 9, I hate the waiting. The gods damned waiting. If those rebels think they can best us, they have another thing coming. Well, where the hell are those damn Stormcloaks? Let's get this over with already. Soon. I can almost taste it. Can't wait to gut one of those rebels. The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Talos guide you. Fight or die well. Keep your eyes open. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim. Damn Stormcloak rebels. Questor, Auxiliary, can't wait to see the look on their faces when they find us here waiting to spill their blood. What's taking them so long? Did they get lost? Let's get this over with already. God, let's do this already. I'm itching to kill something. Can't wait to kill another Imperial. Keep your guard up. Stay sharp. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Next Imperial I see is dead. Damn faithless Imperials. Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. That's what I wanted to hear. Good luck out there. Excellent. Put the fear of the Nine into those motherless dogs. Good. And remember, keep the guards, and they'll keep you. Don't screw this up. Talos keep you. Go with the Nine. We all have faith in you. Good. Don't die out there. I knew I could count on you. Here. Take this for your trouble. I would hate to think what would happen if this fell into enemy hands. Good job. Excellent. These should come in handy. If you run across any enemy couriers, take them down, and bring me whatever they're carrying. Find enemy-controlled resources like sawmills, flour mills, and smelters, and sabotage them. Search out enemy soldiers in the wilderness, or guarding towns and settlements, and kill them. Good work. And sabotage enemy-controlled resources. And take out resources like sawmills, flour mills, and smelters with a little sabotage. I need you to create some chaos in the hold. So I can maneuver men into position without drawing too much attention. We're not quite ready to muster the final attack. I'll meet you there. Get down there and join Galmar on the front line. Get down to the front line. One way or another. Get me those documents. See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. The inns at Dragonbridge and Solitude are frequent stops for Imperial runners. It just so happens I've got some scouts along the road. Meet up with them, and together see if you can't overpower the caravan. Bring me whatever he's carrying, and I'll send you to Morthal with something convincing but full of lies. Set an ambush on the road between, or camp one of the inns. My scouts tell me the inns at Dragonbridge and Rorikstead are frequent stops for Imperial runners. Once you find the courier's route, kill him and take his place. Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial legate in Morthal. One way or another, get me those documents. See if you can't convince one of those innkeepers to help you. The inns at Dragonbridge and Rorikstead are frequent stops for Imperial runners. If you're planning violence against me or mine, you'll regret it. Thanks. Couldn't have done that without you. Good job out there. Glad you were with us. We sure showed them, eh? Thanks for your part in all that. I warned you. You leave me no choice but violence. Go on. Get out of here. This doesn't concern you, friend. Citizen, you have been warned. You leave me no choice but to resort to violence. Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone. Imperial business. Be on your way. All right, if it's a fight you want, you've got it. Fine, have it your way. A fight it is. Don't make me tell you again. Get out of here. Are you looking for a fight? Move along. Keep walking. You have been warned. You leave me no choice, citizen. Be gone. Step aside, citizen. Move along. This is none of your concern, citizen. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. They got a mage hiding in that window up there. Archers, behind those windows. Look sharp. There they are. In the window. Look. Up on the wall. A wizard. They got archers up along the wall. They're up on that wall. Over by the tree. Mage, up there in the tower. Archer in that tower. Up in that tower. Quick. They're hiding over by those stables. By that rock over there. See them? They're over there, next to that house. Wizard. Hiding over there, by that fence. They got archers over there, by the fence. Along the fence. Do you see them? Over by that bridge. Archers! Take out the archers. Someone put an arrow in that damn wizard. Someone take out that mage. This is it. Hold at all costs. Don't give them any more ground. We've got them pinned in. It's only a matter of time now. Keep fighting. Fall back, regroup and fall back. That's it. We're pushing them back. Here they come. Yeah! Come on, we can take them. This is hopeless. Retreat! Keep it together. There's not many of us left. They're in. Don't let them gain further ground. We're through. Keep at them. They're at the gate. We're almost through. Talos smite you. For the sons of Skyrim, I'll water the ground with your blood. A pox on the Empire. Die, dog. For the glory of the Empire. For the Emperor. You call yourself a warrior? Send Ulfric my regards. Die, rebel. Stud. The enemy is mustering for a final attack. I surrender. I surrender. The attack will be launched imminently. Gather your weaponry and get to the front lines. Now, soldier. Stud. Stud, we are ready to mount our final attack. The attack will be launched imminently. Gather your weaponry and get to the front lines. Now, soldier. Stud, you'll need to be careful with this one. The Jarl's men won't look kindly on you rummaging through the steward's quarters. This will require stealth and discretion. The Jarl's guards won't take kindly to anyone rummaging through her steward's private quarters. I can always count on you, can't I? Good. I can always count on you, can't I? Good job. I knew you'd come back with something for me. Excellent work. I knew you'd bring back something useful. Make sure those forged documents get to the legate in Morthal. They should give them the wrong idea, and us the advantage. Give me a moment while I make a few, corrections to these reports. There we go. Oh, what's this? Fort Snowhawk is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. They know more of our plans than I thought. Not good. Good work. Let's see what you got. Make sure those forged documents get to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. It'll throw him off our trail, allowing us to maneuver more freely. One moment while I correct some of these documents. That should do it. It would seem Fort Dunstad is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. Interesting. They know more of our plans than I expected. Very good. Let's see what you have here. Is that so? I don't recognize you. Why aren't you wearing your Stormcloak colors? I suppose it would be. Good thinking. I'm waiting on word about reinforcements for the fort. Good. They're on the way. And we have some information on enemy troop movements. Excellent. Stormcloak scouts are making it difficult to move around. It's good you made it here in one piece. Why don't you have yourself a drink at the moorside before you head back? Thank you, soldier. Let's take a look at these reports. Ah, good. Looks like the reinforcements for the fort are on the way. And we have some information about enemy troop movements as well. Excellent. It's not easy running messages, what with Imperial scouts crawling all over the place. Well done. Why don't you grab yourself a drink at the Wind Peak before heading back? All right, let's take a look. But first we need to get our hands on some rebel orders to make the forgeries. I need you to deliver some false orders to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. But first we need to get our hands on some Imperial orders to make the forgeries. Need you to deliver some false orders to the Imperial legate in Morthal. What do you say? Well, soldier, can you do this? Sir, we surrender. The capital is yours. If you pledge no harm will come of my people, I turn over the seat of power to you. It's over. No more violence. Cease fighting. It's over. Enough. Stop. There is no point in further talk. Go now. Go. Tell your commanders you have won. I, my family, and my men will be gone before they arrive. Not without a fight, it isn't. And my children? Come. You too. We can escape through the tunnels. Fine. Let's go. It was anger that brought each of us here. But it is love that keeps us fighting. The Empire would have us become slaves to the Thalmor. We are not slaves. We are men. Free men who'll slay anyone who begs to differ. Look deeply into the faces of the warriors around you. These are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. See her strength and nobility in their eyes. Stormblade, Snowhammer, Bonebreaker, Ice Fanes, Unblooded. Been so long since I killed the Stormcloak, my sword arm's getting flabby. Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow, and clank like a kitchen. If they head this way, we'll know it. I long to be out there, with my brothers, waging war against the Empire. Before we wage war upon our foes, we must wage a war against our lesser selves. Cleave to your higher voice, and with it, shatter your foes. That we have forgotten them. This, I fear the gods will remember. The Emperor would turn Skyrim into a puppet of the Dominion. I, for one, would not care to dance for the amusement of those foul elves. My hatred for the Empire is bested only by love for my countrymen. One lives for the things he is willing to die for. The measure of a man is taken at the moment of his death. And know this for truth. The ghosts of many heroes walk among us. I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here. Keep an eye out for those Stormcloak spies. Stay alert. Never know when those Stormcloak dogs might charge. Thongvor, I should have executed your whole treacherous clan when I had the chance. I will not surrender Markarth without raising my own sword in her defense. Yield! I yield, Stormcloak! The city of Markarth is yours. And you, a Stormcloak. I'd thought better of you. You'll all come to regret this day. The Empire will return. Count on it. We need the Empire as much as it needs us. We Nords are the Empire. Our blood built it. Our blood sustains it. You, of all people, should know that. A convenient position to hold now. But mark my words, old man. In the days to come, Ulfric will spread his rebellion thin. And what then? How many of those corpses lining our streets wear the faces of men who once called you friend? What about their families? Tell me, Vigna, was all this worth it? Vigna Greymane, your family was noticeably absent from the walls. Now I know why. Wouldn't a dagger in the back have sufficed? She wants the city this badly. She can fight me for it. He wants this city this badly. He can fight me for it. As you wish. Protect the Jarl. Stop right there, where I can see you. Where's Anuriel? You heard the Jarl. Lay down your weapons, or lay down your lives. You hear me, you old fool? This isn't over. This isn't over. Aye. It's a little late for that, don't you think? I'll be damned if I let this rabble take my city without raising my own sword. I surrender. Give me a few hours to gather my household, and I'll depart. You have my word. I'll turn you back over to your legion. Legate Scipius will have use for you. Gods be with us all. Let Ulfric try to make it past our combined forces. As soon as you left, I sent word to General Tullius, who's been kind enough to lend us some of his troops, and Legate Scipius here. You've returned with my axe. I knew that would be his response. I suppose it's time I gave him an answer. Ah, yes. We can talk about that once this dragon is dealt with. Did he now? The man is persistent, I'll give him that. Ah, yes, I've studied those documents. Very interesting. We can talk about that once this dragon is dealt with. Well? Out with it. No doubt requesting to garrison his men in my castle. How many times must I deny him? I suppose it's time I give him an answer. For now, I'll hold on to this axe, but it's a tenuous piece at best. But until that dragon's dealt with, Ulfric's just going to have to wait. I see. Give the papers to my steward. For now, give the papers to my steward. Until that dragon's dealt with, I don't care what Tullius wants. Just give me the letter. I presume once I have it, I can do as I please with it? Good. Don't be daft. Proventus is my eyes. These are interesting reports. Now get out of here and to the outpost. I need to know what's happening out there. Now, I believe you have some business to conclude with my court wizard. Good, good. You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Deliver this axe to Ulfric Stormcloak. I've made up my mind. Even if my advisors are still squabbling, I'm sending you to Windhelm. One moment, but don't go far. I expect I'll need you. Ulfric will know my meaning. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Men who understand one another need not waste words. If he returns it to you, it means we have business to settle. If he keeps it, then we are at peace. How long have you been in Skyrim? Yes, give the man my axe. And then get back here, because if Ulfric isn't bluffing, I'll need every able body to defend Whiterun. Keep your wits about you, and you won't be harmed. True, he's a dangerous and bloodthirsty man, but he's also a Nord that honors our traditions. I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man, or march his Stormcloaks up to the gates. So, about this axe. So he wants to take my city walls intact. Damn it, where did they get catapults? The city walls are already falling apart as it is. Damn it, what's he waiting for? This is it. Time to see what these Stormcloaks are made of. Oblivion take them. Every miserable last one of them. The outer walls are strong. If we can hold them there, how long until they arrive? You Imperials are efficient, I'll give you that. We'll need to set up water brigades to combat the flames. No, of course not. Just don't let me down, Scipius. My men are fearless. It's the Imperial milk drinkers I'm worried about. Damn it, this isn't about gold. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun, it's time to act. Proventus, bring me my pen and the good parchment. I have a message for you to deliver to our friend, the esteemed Jarl of Windhelm. You there, this again. That was different. Was Balgruf given a chance to object? No. The Jarls weren't asked. He was told, and he had to like it. I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man, or to declare his intentions. I'm of a mind with Irilith. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his. Yes, to General Tullius, though I suspect he'll prefer to send his Stormcloaks to do it for him. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. I'm not the High King, but neither am I a boy. Oh, he's serious, but so am I. It seems cowardly. If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. If you are, then you talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons. Skyrim's a mess. But talk to Legged Rika. She handles the local recruiting. If you're serious, you're in the right place. Our headquarters is Castle Dower. Here you'll find General Tullius, commanding our forces in Skyrim. Think you've got the metal, eh? Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true daughter of Skyrim, or you're not. Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true son of Skyrim, or you're not. Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons? Skyrim's a mess. But talk to Legged Rika. She handles the local recruiting. If you're serious, make your way to Solitude. Our headquarters is Castle Dower. You find General Tullius there, commanding our forces in Skyrim. Think you've got the metal, eh? The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before, but we stand ready, as always, to meet that call. We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, and protect the citizenry. Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim. The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude, and we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And what did Torrig do? He and the jarls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements, so we've been forced to recruit locally. The Nord kings, jarls, can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. You mean Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion? It would be my honor should you decide to make Whiterun your home. Speak with Proventus. He'll make the necessary arrangements. Thank you for your role in all of this. We are taking the city. Meet the soldiers gathering for the attack. Move it! We're ready to launch our attack on Solitude, but the Emperor's visiting. We can't risk attacking now. So, we'll bide our time. We are ready to launch our attack on Solitude, but the Emperor's cousin is getting married. We can't risk attacking now, so we'll bide our time. The Imperials are here, all lined up pretty-like in their shiny armor. We'll put a few dents in those bastards before we give up the city. Move it! The Stormcloaks are here, in force. Get down to the front line. This is it. We must hold the city. Move it! Speak with Ulfric. He's expecting word from Whiterun. We're liberating Morthal. Join the brothers gathering for the attack. Talos be with you. We are taking the Falkreath. Get over there with the others. Fight well or die well. We are mounting our final attack on Solitude. Get over there and join the rest of the army. They'll be launching the attack soon. Talos be with you. We are mounting our attack on Markarth. Get over there and join the brothers gathering for the attack. This is it now. Talos be with you. We are taking Whiterun. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you. We are taking Winterhold. Get over there and join the rest of the men gathering for the attack. Now, soldier. We are taking Dawnstar. Get down there and join the rest of the men gathering for the attack. Now, soldier. We are mounting our final attack on Windhelm. You're needed on the front line. Get a move on, soldier. We are attacking Riften. Meet the soldiers gathering for the attack. Move it. We are taking the city. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you. The Stormcloaks are here. In force. Get down to the front line. This is it. We must hold the city. Move it. We're taking the capital. Meet the brothers gathering for the attack. Fight well or die well. Talos be with you. We're taking the capital. Meet the soldiers gathering for the attack. Move it. Good. I have some things that need doing. Excellent. I have a couple of tasks for you. Also, I need a peek inside Imperial headquarters. Ideally lifting some documents detailing their plans. I need to know what to concentrate on. I also would like to get a handle on what the rebels are planning, slip into their headquarters, and steal their war plans. First, I need to know what the Imperials are planning. Need to slip into their headquarters, grab plans, maps, something useful like that. First, I need to get a handle on rebel operations. Need to discreetly liberate some documents from their headquarters. Good job. Ulfric was right about you. I'm glad to have you with us. Good job. I knew I gave the mission to the right person. Well done. I'll send men with the wagon to collect our prize. We'll put the weapons to use here, and I'll send the coin back to Windhelm. Good work. I'll send some men with the wagon to collect the prize. We can use the weapons here, and I'll pass on the coin to Solitude. There's plenty that needs doing. Got my hands full, as usual. And we have an opportunity to slay the rebel field commander. Without a clear command structure, they should fall into confusion and disarray. First of all, I need to sow confusion and doubt to the rebel troops. I want to assassinate their commanding officer. Excellent. That's one less settlement in Imperial hands, and one more sign to all that our cause is true. Good work. This was a double victory. We took a garrison away from the Stormcloaks, and further proved the hollowness of their cause. I pray Talos overlooks our less than honorable approach, but he knows our purpose is just and true. I'm glad you made it out alive. Good. They'll think twice before crossing us while their command structure is in disarray. Good. I can use someone I can trust. Turns out you're a screw-up like the rest. But I still need you, so I'll overlook it for now. I'm disappointed in your failure. But the Empire still needs you. I'll have to overlook it for now. I've got my hands full with something. Don't go far. I'll need you soon. I'm in the middle of something, but don't go far. I'll need you soon. Good job. With those Imperial scouts out of the way, I can be more aggressive about where I send our men. Excellent. I can move more soldiers through the area now that I know those scouts are dead. And then there's a tiny problem with a giant attacking our supply caravans. A giant, as if I didn't have enough to deal with. And there's a tiny problem with a giant that's been raiding our supply caravans. You heard me right. A giant. Need to put a stop to that. The last few supply caravans have been attacked by a giant, as if I didn't have enough to deal with. Need that damn hairy brute straightened out. First on my list is a problem with our supply caravans being constantly harassed by a giant. Need to deal with that hairy brute, and soon. Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key. We have word of an enemy courier in the area. We aim to confiscate his documents. Secondly, I need to cripple rebel production capabilities with a little sabotage. Secondly, we've got more of them hiding in a village, using the local populace as shields. Not to worry, we can dispatch them without harming the locals. And perhaps more importantly, I need to break one of our boys out of a rebel-controlled fort. First, we have information regarding the movement of a rebel courier. We need to intercept him and confiscate this package. First, we need to limit Stormcloak capacity and send them a not-so-subtle message by sabotaging a resource they claim to control. First off, they have some rebels holed up in a nearby settlement. Need to clean them out so our boys can move in. Thanks for dealing with that orc. Something tells me that's not the last time we'll see him. And something tells me that might not be a bad thing. Thanks for taking care of that. I don't think that'll be the last we see of that orc. It's always good to gain allies. We grow that much stronger with each son and daughter of Skyrim who joins us. Down with the Emperor. Good job. The more citizens that join the fight against the rebels, the sooner they will see the futility of their rebellion. I need to send someone out to do a little recruiting. There's someone in particular I'd like to join us. Then there's a little matter of some recruiting. I have someone in mind I'd like to join our campaign. First of all, there's someone in particular I'd like to win over to our cause. First of all, I'd like to drum up some more support from the local populace. I have someone in mind. First off, there's a couple of Imperials skulking about the hold. Need to cut their throats so they can't make the reports. First off, we've learned the location of some rebels scouting our positions throughout the hold. Need to take them out. Secondly, we got a couple of Imperial spies roaming through the hold. Need to put an end to that. Secondly, some rebel scouts that have seen too much are moving through the hold. Need to take them out before they report back to their leaders. First, our intelligence suggests one of the rebel garrisons has become disaffected. If we play our cards right, we should be able to turn them. First, if we can assassinate their commander, we'll be able to strike them while they're busy tucking their tails between their legs. And we hear a handful of Imperials are realizing they are Stormcloaks at heart. We need to send them a little encouragement. And we understand the rebel garrison is close to abandoning the resistance. We need to send them a little encouragement. Good. I'm spread thin. I could use the help. First off, we hear a group of Imperial legionnaires are coming around to our way of thinking. With a little encouragement, they'll join our side. First of all, a son of Skyrim rots in an Imperial prison. We'll be getting him out of there soon. First, we've learnt the whereabouts of an Imperial cur fetching documents for his master in Solitude. We need to put a muzzle on that, don't we? First problem here is a pack of Imperial dogs drooling over resources stolen from the people. A little sabotage will sour the taste of that victory. First off, there's a band of Imperials hiding in a nearby village. We're going to flush them out and put them to the sword. We also have the opportunity to slay an Imperial legate. That'll put fear and confusion into those faithless dogs. And perhaps more importantly, we have a brother rotting in an Imperial prison. He won't languish in there long, will he now? And then, it seems an Imperial worm wiggles its way back home, carrying information stolen from us. We need to steal it back. Next problem. Imperial thieves have yet again stolen an important resource. So we're going to take it from them permanently, by destroying it. Secondly, we plan on liberating a settlement from Imperial hands. And as if that wasn't enough, I got this damn orc hanging around, getting in the way, yapping about needing help with some kind of vision quest. And then there's this orc who's been hanging around causing me headaches. Something about a vision quest he needs help with. First off, there's a damn orc hanging around, getting in the way. He's been yammering on about needing help with some kind of vision quest. First off, there's an orc hanging around causing me headaches. Something about a vision quest he needs help with. First off, it seems that we might be able to blackmail the Jarl's steward. I need to find out for sure. First off, seems the Jarl's steward might be vulnerable to blackmail. Need to investigate that possibility. Next, I need dirt on the Jarl's steward. Heard there's blackmail potential there. Next, I need a little investigating to confirm the possibility of blackmailing the Jarl's steward. First of all, one of our men was captured by rebels who refused to surrender him. So, we're going to break him out. Secondly, want to take the fort here. Having a fortified position will make it easier for us to amass men for our ultimate attack on the capital. Secondly, we're mounting an attack on the fort. I want to gain a fortified position here before we launch our final attack on the capital. First, we're attacking the fort. I want that fort. First, we're mounting an attack on the fort. We aim to confiscate it from the rebels. You fight well, sister. You fight well, brother. Watch it there, sister. Watch it there, brother. All right. You want to go? As the one who bore the fragments, I think you should be the one to carry Wuthrad into battle. The rest of you, prepare to journey to the tomb of Ysgramor. For Kodlak. The flames of Kodlak shall fuel the rebirth of Wuthrad, and now it will take you to meet him once more. The flames of a hero can reforge the shattered. This is the first time I've had all the pieces, thanks to our shield sister here. This isn't a good time. Not now. This is the first time I've had all the pieces, thanks to our shield brother here. Just because something is, doesn't mean it must be. The blade is a weapon, a tool. Tools are meant to be broken and repaired. And dragons were just stories, and elves once ruled Skyrim. For Kodlak! Don't get too flowery on me, lass. Don't get too flowery on me, lad. Careful with those. Don't want even more fragments, do we? Thank you. I'll be here. Thank you. Your shield siblings have withdrawn to the Underforge. I think they're waiting for you. You're back. I'll need to prepare them for mounting again. Do you have the fragments of Ruthrad still? I'm not sure I'm the best one to go through his things. Of course, I have a small favor to ask of you. There's another piece that Kodlak always kept close to himself. Would you go to his chambers and bring it back for me? I appreciate it. Who will start? We grieve, we take our leave. At this loss, we weep, we shout. Hammer, eh? Never felt right to me as a weapon, but each to his own. Now that's a smart weapon. Light, strong, useful. Crack some skulls for me. A blade. It will be as sharp as Fralia's tongue. I'll make you one, but let me know when you're ready to step up to a real weapon. Sure you can handle that? Of course you can. Ah, the sneaky type, eh? I think we can fix you right up. I can fashion whatever kind of weapon you want. Finest forge in Skyrim, right here before you. Yes, lad, you've been raised into the companions, I hear. Just like Ysgramor himself. Not bad. I could take her. I could take him. Looks slow to me. She might just make it. He might just make it. How's the newcomer look? And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. I have a favor to ask. Now that's a smart weapon. Light, strong, useful. Crack some skulls for me. Wait, before you go, this isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work. A blade? It will be as sharp as Fralia's tongue. I'm eager to try. I'll wager it could now forge metal the likes of which hasn't been seen since eras long forgotten. But I think the forge knows the greatness of Kodlak's soul. I can't really explain, but it feels like it's young. It's always been said that the souls of the heroes of old are what gives Skyforge steel its strength. You know, since Kodlak's funeral, the Skyforge feels more awake. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim, all of Tamriel. I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Around here, you'll want to learn to live your own life. Remember, nobody rules anybody in the companions. That attitude would get you far. If you were some stuffy merchant or a Jarl's footstool, well done. That's a good man. Sure you can handle that? Of course you can. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. I've been working on a shield for Aela. Ah, the sneaky type, eh? I think we can fix you right up. I can fashion whatever kind of weapon you want. Finest forge in Skyrim, right here before you. Yes, lad. You've been raised into the companions, I hear. What brings you here? Just like Ysgramor himself. Kodlak is the harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group, but every man is his own, every woman her own. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leaders since Ysgramor. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details. The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. I've got it right here. Just don't read it. It's not very good. This is part of me. Guard it with your life. Ah, here you are. Always good to see a fellow bard. Tell Gerard I said hello. I suppose Gerard sent you for it? I was still trying to get the wording right, but here it is. I do. I've been working on mine for a while now.